Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video we're going to be making a beautiful spring and summer wreath using these florals. They're so pretty. And we're using a 14-inch grapevine. But the great thing about this is this wreath tutorial has a kit available with it as well. So if you want to grab a kit, it is linked in the description below. And you can grab a kit with or without a grapevine. It's up to you. Let's go over the florals we're going to use. So our greenery base is just this gorgeous fern. Isn't that beautiful? It's a lace fern bush. And it is a little messy, so don't wear black when you're making this because you'll get these little green fuzzies all over you, but I just love that beautiful soft texture. Isn't it gorgeous? That bright greenery. And then we have two different kinds of hellebores. We have a really pale pink and this white with a little hint of green. And that green goes really well with the fern. Then we have these lilac sprays with some pink and cream and some of that green. I just love that pale hint of pink in there. It's so pretty. The flower that inspired this whole wreath are these dahlias. Oh, I love them. The quality of these is so good. And then to complement those dahlias, we have 3 stems of pink dahlias. They're gorgeous. And each dahlia comes with 2 buds. So I love that because it makes them look really realistic. And each one of these stems has 3 dahlia heads. I'm also using my hot glue gun and my favorite wire cutters. If you ever want to know the wire cutters I use or my glue or anything like that, I have it linked in the description of all of my YouTube videos under tools. So there's tools, and then you click that link. It'll take you to all of my favorite tools. I get that question a lot, so I thought I'd answer it again. So this is going to be a very floral heavy wreath. So we're only using one kind of greenery, but the ferns are just so bright and beautiful. I think it's going to be all we need. So I'm just cutting the stems, just each individual stem. And there's different sizes of ferns, which I love. Makes it look more interesting. But this is a messy fern. But I think it's so pretty. So we just add some glue to the back of a fern. Place it in the middle along the grain of the grapevine so nothing sticks out the back. It's just all flat. You can also lay it flat and then poke it up like this if you want a more full wreath that sticks out more. So we are just going to add these all the way around the wreath, one stem at a time. Just covering up the grapevine. If you have any left, just find a nice place to put it that looks thin. There. So now that we have our main greenery base done, isn't that pretty? We're going to go through and we're going to grab our dahlias. And the reason we're grabbing our dahlias right now is we're going to take the leaves and we're going to use them as our second layer of greenery. If you have good leaves, you can save money on your items by having just one layer of greenery and then using the leaves as your second. So I'm just going to pull them out, and they have a little hole in the middle. So you can just add them as is if you like. But I'm going to make stems with them, so I'll show you what I do. I just have some leftover stems. You can use anything you like. Just something that is about this big. If you don't have these, you can just add the stems in straight to your wreath. You can leave some of these stems on if you like to. I just dab some glue into the hole of the leaf stem and then put my little stem in there, and now I have a nice little pick. So I'm going to go through and do that with all of the dahlia leaves. See, this one doesn't have a place to put a stem. And if you grab a kit and you don't have any tulip trash or anything, let me know. I'll stick a couple of these in the box for you, although it feels weird because it's my trash. But if you want some of these, I will happily send them with your kit. And some of these have little stems on them from the pink dahlias, so they don't need a stem. So now I'm just going to add the leaves around the wreath, inside and outside. This is what one looks like without a stem. I'm just dabbing some glue, sticking it in the grapevine. You don't have to use those, but I like them. One thing to note also is that I'm mixing up these leaves from the different dahlias because they are a slightly different color green and a slightly different color shape, so I want to make sure they're all mixed in evenly around the wreath. Now we're going to use our pink lilac spray. Oh, they're so pretty. They just look so good with this bright greenery, don't they? I'm just cutting each stem right by the base so they're all separated. I'm just going to add these around the wreath evenly. And since they're like little mini clusters of flowers, they kind of bring that berry aspect. If you like the look of a berry in a wreath, these kind of bring that out, and that's why I added it with the rest of these florals. I think that texture is just so perfect. I love the bright color. It looks so pretty. Now we're going to add in our hellebores. I'm going to do one layer at a time, so I'll do one color and then the other color. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to pop these bottom leaves off because they're too low, and I'm going to save them, set them to the side. If I need to add more greenery at the end, I can add these, but I might not need to use them. Then I'm just cutting these right about where that greenery was that I took off. I just want the stems to be about this long. If they're any bigger, they will flop forward a little bit. So this one, I'll take the leaf off the bottom here. And then just add these evenly around the wreath, and look at that quality. That is gorgeous. And I love the bright green in the middle. It goes so well with these ferns. So just add these evenly around the wreath. Remember, this is going to be a very floral heavy wreath design. Lots of flowers. This looks so good. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the other color. These are the pink ones. I love them. Just taking those bottom leaves off. I'm saving them for later if we need them. So just add these in between the white. Okay, look at that so far. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I'm going to add the pink ones next because I only have 3 big ones, but I am going to save the buds for last. So we're using the pink dahlias. I'm going to add the main flowers just because they're a little bit bigger. I want to make sure I have good placement on those. So I will set the buds aside. And these really bring everything together because a lot of the stuff is very pale pink. And then we've got those hints of pink, but a lot of green. This is going to tie everything in together so beautifully. Since we have 3, we need to do each one is about 1/3 of the way around the wreath. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're gonna add these dahlias and just, oh, look at these. They're so pretty. And we have 6. We've got 4 larger heads and then 2 smaller ones. So I'm gonna place the 4 larger ones first, and then I'll do the smaller ones. Wow. These are amazing. Now we're going to add on our smaller dahlias. And then we have our dahlia buds, and we're just going to fill in the gaps. I'll put some along the outside and then see if I need to put some more on the inside. I really like that the buds bring that pink more toward the outside of the wreath as well. Since our only other of that brighter pink, it's still really pale, is our 3 dahlias. So the buds really help balance everything. Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I love it. Look at that. Look at those details. Isn't it beautiful? And nothing is sticking out the back. Everything is nice and clean. Here's our wreath. And if you have any extra leaves that you want to add and fill in any gaps, I don't think I need to. I think mine looks pretty nice and full without the extra leaves I saved. So let me know what you think. Oh my gosh. Isn't this just the most gorgeous mix? I love it so much. All right, if you want to grab a kit for this, I have them linked in the description. Like I said, this is for a wreath made on a 14-inch grapevine. And if you want to make a larger wreath, so the total diameter of the wreath is about 22 inches. So perfect for a regular size front door. But if you want a larger wreath, I would order 2 kits. Up to you, but I just love the details. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and you'll get lots more wreath tutorials like this. All right, bye.